Hola, welcome back to my channel. My name is Edith, mi nombre es Edith, and I am a psychic medium, a curandera, an Akashic record reader, and many more things. I'm here to connect with you guys today to bring you messages from your guides, angels, ancestors. This specific pick a card that I was guided to record on May 10th, Mother's Day for many of us Latinos, Latinx. That celebrate today. I kept connecting with that younger version of ourselves, so I definitely felt that we were needing to connect with that younger version of ourselves in this chapter in life. What are we ready to hear and connect deeper with? There's no right or wrong way of choosing. I have 3 options. Option number 1 is going to be this beautiful flower agate dolphin. Option number 2, this magical Palo Santo angel. Option number 3, last but not least, a beautiful hummingbird. This one is with multiple crystals, made in Peru. If you've purchased from me from any of my live sales in the last couple of years, this was one of my staple crystals that I would sell as a set. So it came out today from my personal collection. They're all from my personal collection, wanting to connect with you guys. I also channeled a message, which I'll leave to the side over there. Whatever is meant for you, I trust that it will be for you. If you're wanting to connect with me a little bit deeper, I offer recorded readings, private readings, sessions, also healing sessions, Reiki sessions, womb healing sessions, via Zoom or as well in person or distant. You can purchase any of that or read more information about that on my website, earthcrystalsconamor.com. I'll also leave it on the screen where you could see it and down below in the description box. In the month of May, in honor of the full moon that we're going to be having, I'll have 2 events if you'd like to come and connect with me. One in person in Malibu, California on May the 26th. And then May the 23rd, I believe it's the date. Yes, full moon, known as the flower moon. This magical, transformative energy of us connecting deeper with our womb. And that's a bit of what guided me today, knowing that this moon in May, or regardless when you see this video, it's coming in to support us as we're continuing to evolve and as we're continuing to honor that version of ourselves that's ready to be shed so the new one can be birthed. So if that's something that calls you, I will leave the link to my website where you can purchase a ticket. Oh my God, there's a beautiful little rainbow forming here. I don't know how. The sun was coming in, so I was like, oh my God, this is a perfect time to do it. And look at the little rainbow. It reminds me kind of like very Lemurian energy from past lives. Many of you that know I love connecting with Lemurian crystals. They're so powerful. But I'm sure they're showing up for a reason. So I'll leave the timestamps down below. Thank you again for the energy exchange. I appreciate you guys. Let's get started. I'm going to put these options right over here. And I am recording outside. So if the noise is a little bit loud, please be gentle with me. Option number 1, my flower agate dolphin. I'm so sorry. Then that noise on my printer is like wanting to start up. So I don't believe in coincidences. I feel like the fact that the printer is wanting to start up, it's like we're ready for more. Flower agate is a stone of our inner child. It's definitely a stone that reminds us of forgiveness. I don't know if you heard the honk in the background. I trust that you chose this option for a reason. Flower. This one has like a little broken leg, but it's magical still. And maybe there's something in your life right now where you're thinking like, I don't have all the tools, but that doesn't mean you can't start. I felt like that felt hard to say, and that might be hard for you to hear, like, because maybe for a very long time you've been telling yourself, I need A, B, C, and I need all these things in my life so I can move on. But your guides are saying, no, you don't. And there's an inner child, a younger version of you. I keep connecting with maybe like right now, like a 7-year-old, anywhere from like 7 to 10 years, 7 to 10 years old, sorry. And I feel like that younger version of you, that 7-year-old version of you, is just wanting to be a kid, wanting to not take life so serious. It feels like, oh my God, the double honk in the background. But it feels like for many of you from that age, things started to change in your life, and it was very hard for you to be a child. It's like, it feels like you didn't really get to enjoy a lot of your childhood. It feels like that transition, you know, when you're leaving elementary school to go to middle school, it feels like a big blur in your life. Yeah, a big blur. I'm gonna leave the channeled message till the end, but let's see what the cards that came out. Alrighty, option number 1, center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. Surrender to inner peace. And look at that younger version of you that's jumping. I was going to leave this card till the end, but I wanted to come out already. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refugee. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. As soon as I finish reading the energy of the card, your guides are like, ask them, what are they trying to rush? What do they think that they don't have time for? What do they keep telling themselves? The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. All right. So I will say this right away. Like, I feel like that inner child of yours right now in your life, regardless of how old you are, that inner child of yours is wanting to see you step into your true self, to take a leap of faith. It feels like in the last couple of years, you've been investing in so many things, and others, and your family, in many things, but not really in yourself. And that inner child of yours wants to play now. And play doesn't mean like, I'm not going to take life serious. It's like, I'm going to let things flow more. I feel from a very young age, there was a lot of stress, a lot of responsibility that was put onto you, where honestly, I mean, I don't like to use the word it was not fair, but it really was not fair for you. There's a lot of fear behind who am I really that I keep picking up on. Like, why did that have to happen to me? And that's all valid, but don't let that hold you back. You have the ability to redefine yourself. I'm hearing prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love within and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. And courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. They're not going to end you. There's a lot of fear that we're holding on to from that younger version of ourselves, that at times we don't feel like we're worthy. I feel like that inner child, that younger version of you, wants you to know that you are safe and that you are allowed to start over and redefine yourself. Messages from your inner child. I feel like for some of you, the relationship with your parents has not been an easy one. So at times, you're hard on yourself because you wish they would see you for who you are. But you can't control that. Celebrate, I'm hearing. Celebrate yourself. the Magi, I believe that's how you pronounce it. The revolutionary. You're breaking cycles. The underworld. And compassion with yourself. There is no right or wrong cards, but the energy of these 4 cards from your inner child is like, all right, another honk. You're getting all these confirmations. But to me, the energy of these 4 cards from your inner child, it's like saying, we know we want more. And we're going to go towards that. We're not going to let people dim our light. Some of you, career is really being highlighted in your life right now. Maybe you want to try something different. Maybe you feel like with career, it's like, I want more. And as you should. You've been spending a lot of time building others up, working others up, helping others. Now it's your turn. For many of you this year, 2024, that inner child of yours is finally coming out to play, to be your true self. What's next for you? Todo su tiempo. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to take a step back. Patience. Maybe you're seeing 222. You're going to start to see that number. Accelerated motion. Things are happening as they need to happen. As I'm saying that, the time is 11:33. A powerful master number that reminds us, like, we're not doing this in vain. There's a new chapter with this patience, and 4 + 1 is 5 energy. There's a new chapter that is wanting to evolve for you. Get out of your own way. We're going to plant those seeds and call in that energy of patience, letting them grow. Many of you, it's like, I feel like you're working on using your voice more, speaking up. It's never too late. You have the ability. Don't let fear hold you back. Lastly, I will say this with inner child. It's okay to hold people responsible. Oh wait, I forgot your channeled message. Like, it's okay to hold people responsible for the way that they showed up or didn't show up in your childhood. Stop carrying their blame. Stop carrying their fears. And you know what? I'm going to do actually one more card for option number 1. Healing guidance from our Universal Mother, the Kuan Yin transmission cards. I love these. I always use them for any of my womb sessions or deeper healing, and it's calling me. So I'm going to read this and then your channeled message. I'll leave my website down below, earthcrystosconamor.com, if you'd like to connect a little bit deeper. If you stayed for the beginning of the video, you heard me say that I have 2 events for the month of May, in honor of the full moon, in honor of our womb, in honor of our sacral chakra, where we carry energy from this life and past lives, from our childhood. And a lot of times trauma gets stuck there, and it's not impossible, but a bit challenging for us to move on and to feel worthy and to feel capable of doing more. So if that's something that interests you, I'll leave my website here, earthcrystosconamor.com, where you can read more information. I thank you for the energy exchange, and for any moms, happy late Mother's Day. Divine Mirror. Look into my heart and see your own true and beautiful nature shining back to you. Honor yourself as I do, and you shall have the confidence and willingness to manifest your destiny. Look into my heart and see your own true and beautiful nature shining back to you. Honor yourself as I do. Honor yourself as you do. Shadow work for some of you is coming up. For some of you, I feel like you're seeking answers from your past that maybe for a long time you blocked out, and that trauma, it's starting to come up, or those beliefs or that fear is starting to come up. It's never too late. But stop holding back. I'm also hearing from your guides, read different books. I'm not sure if you are a reader, if you want to start reading, but read different books. I'm just the messenger to help you in your healing journey, to find what works for you. There is no right or wrong way of healing, I'm hearing. Oh my God. All right. Throat chakra. Inner child, option number 1. Don't give up. Don't be scared to show up for yourself. You are reparenting yourself. Forgiveness with your previous actions. And honor the anger that is coming up. Anger that is coming up. Anger is not a bad thing. It's an emotion that at times we don't feel that it's safe for us to feel. Many of us grew up in a household where it was like, why are you mad? You shouldn't be mad and you should be grateful. But then it came with a lot of not honoring what was coming up, a lot of gaslighting that your inner child is ready to heal from. And remember, it is never too late. Thank you for the energy exchange. Option number 1, blessings. Alrighty. Option number 2, my magical Palo Santo. What's coming up for you guys? What do you need to hear from your inner child? I have a channeled message. I'll read more towards the end of your option. Palo Santo Angel. This is for my personal collection, and it's with the energy from a tree. A holy wood is also known, from Peru. I feel like for many of you, the first thing that's coming up, it's like you have an angel watching over you in this journey of yours. For many of you, it feels like your inner child has been feeling a bit sad lately, a bit of, I don't know who I am or who I'm becoming. Maybe there's fear that you've been connecting with, or that is starting to come up now because you thought life would be a little bit different, but just it seems like some things just didn't work out how we thought they were going to work out. But I also feel like it's like a younger version of you. Like, to me, this is like a teenage version of you that I'm connecting with right now at the moment. And I feel like that teenage version of you feels like, is it too late? Is it too late to show up? Is it too late to be myself? You're needing to recharge yourself, I'm hearing. There's a lot of fear behind being yourself and taking up space. Yeah, and to some extent, it feels like for some of you, you feel stuck in life. And your guides are saying, like, reconnect with your mind, your body, your soul. Something feels like, I keep seeing error, ERROR. I hope that sounds right, because sometimes my English, some words can come out different. Yeah, like, so un error. But your guides are saying you can fix that. Don't worry. You can redefine yourself. First card that's coming up for option number 2, Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. There's a change happening in your life right now, or it's about to happen. And I feel like that's going to help this version of you feel empowered, feel loved, feel seen, feel like you are ready and capable of more. There's a lot of doubt behind relationships from the past. It's like, I feel like to an extent you feel like you wasted time, but your guides are saying you didn't waste time. We come in this earth to also make mistakes and learn from them. We're humans at the end of the day. There is no perfect journey. I keep smelling roses, and I feel like that's an ancestor. Like, this is from the lineage in your mother's side. And I feel like a lot of women that came before you are just proud of the woman that you are today, the person that you are today. Regardless of your gender, however you identify, your ancestors are proud of you. And they're saying, keep working on you, keep connecting with you. But stop denying your needs. Stop denying what's coming up. Maybe you've been feeling triggered lately with certain things. Watch for the cosmic wink. Magic comes when spirit winks at us. Stay aware of synchronicities that provide unexpected answers. Positive forces are always at play in your life. There go your ancestors, right? Watching over you. You're not alone. You're not lost. Star brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And you might question, why was I the chosen one in my family to do this work? Why was I the one that didn't get a chance to move away and do what I wanted to? It feels like you felt responsible for others. It feels like you felt like you needed to save others. But you are you. There's this fear of will I ever be enough? Am I enough? From a bit of the story of Horus, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. He was born from the Virgin Isis, connected to the water element as well. He represents a lot of the energy of like walking in your truth. Very magical soul, very free soul. I feel like I know there's like at 30 years old, he had a big change. I think he was baptized, or I don't remember by the T, but I'm sure if you search him up and read more about him, you can see. But I know that there's like a beautiful story. And the story is just like 5,000 years ago, like years ago. He's born the day of Christmas as well. Oh, my niece is snoring. My doggy niece is snoring in the background. So if you hear a little dog snoring, it's her. But regardless, maybe you are in your 30s. There's something that happened big in your 30s that freed you, that guided you to where you are today. And regardless of your age, you're about to go, I feel like, through a deep transformation to free your soul to, excuse me, I'm burping. I know I'm connecting with energy. So you're not stuck. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. Look at the honking as your confirmation. I'll help you get organized and motivated. It's never too late, baby. It's never too late. Do you hear the owl in the background? Clear cognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Pay attention to the way that you're speaking to yourself, the way that you're showing up for yourself. Persevere. Leave no stone unturned. You keep going, and you keep trusting in your own timing. You keep showing up loud to find who you are meant to be in this life. Nobody is going to live for you. Enough of that, I'm hearing. This deck is calling me again. For many of you, your inner child is wanting to remind you, like, your story is unique. You are unique. Own it. Nobody can be like you. And in a very loving way, I feel like they're telling you that, like, you are different. Some of you are working through blockages or fears in your solar plexus chakra, because I keep connecting with that. Free yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Atrévete a vivir. Dare to live. Goddess of beauty, you are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. You are unique, right? Tú eres diferente. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Sometimes you're in your thoughts a lot. Look at the solar plexus chakra again coming up. Maybe you're feeling fearful of, what if I start today? Well, what if you do start today? There's nothing wrong with that. Whose timing are you on? When we have our solar plexus chakra blocked, we're stepping into that energy of feeling insecure, a bit lazy, unable to take action. And it's in a very loving way. Your guides are saying there's a reason why we've had this fear behind showing up. There's a lot of worry you're carrying in your mind. I feel like your inner child from a very young age, that teenage version of you that became an adult, had a lot of fear of being their true self. Maybe you had a change in your identity. People didn't see you for who you were. It feels like you, for a long time, you've been walking on the edge. Kind of like, when you walk on eggshells and you feel like, when am I going to get there? Oh my God, are they going to be mad? Are they not? It's like I just keep feeling like your inner child feels scared. And it's like, should I keep going? Should I keep doing this? Why not? Keep betting on yourself. I'm gonna get a goddess deck. The goddess the goddess deck is calling me. So let's see. Maybe you're healing also from a relationship with your mother or father. That's something that might be coming up. For some of you, I feel like you became like a mother to your siblings. Ixchel. Ooh. Medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Ay, qué bella su energía. Medicine woman, medicine, mujer medicina. Again, regardless if you are a man, a woman, however you identify, there's no specific gender. But you have the ability of helping others free themselves. I wouldn't doubt it if you work in a position with others where you help them with healing. And you can help people in many different ways, with your voice, with your hands. You don't have to be only a healer, but you have the ability of helping others. And maybe you've been working on that, but you're like, when is it going to take off? Dale tiempo al tiempo. Give time its timing. Palo Santo comes from a tree. Trees, they're old souls. They take a while to grow, to form, hundreds of years. Some of them will outgrow us, and that's okay. You keep doing you. It's time, I'm hearing from your inner child, to gain peace back in your life. Stop arguing with people. That takes energy from us. Stop wasting your energy on one-sided relationships. Stop pretending, I'm hearing, to be happy when deep down inside you're hurting. Stop going along to get along. No. Relationships are coming up for a reason. And that inner child, that younger version of you, it's like, stop it. Stop abandoning yourself, your truth, your integrity to fit in. Let's stop waiting for external validation to boost our confidence. You might have to sit with that. You might have to sit with that for a bit. Option number 2, Palo Santo. What is your channeled message? What are your deepest fears? And how have they held you back in life? That's a deep question. Get ready for change. And I remember when I was channeling for this option, I said, well, do you have any other message? And they're like, no. Ask them. Tell them. They have the ability of freeing themselves. What are your deepest fears? And how have those fears held you back? What story do you keep telling yourself that no longer identifies you? What belief are you at times still thinking that you are? And I feel like you're really needing to hear you're different, and that's okay. Stop trying to identify with others. I'm going to shuffle one more card for you guys. Give me one moment. I'm just clearing up the cards. But you are worthy of who you are becoming and who you want to continue to become. Alrighty, last messages for option 2 from your inner child. What's next? What do you need to hear in this chapter? Stop allowing others to live for you. Atrévete a vivir. I feel like I said that for option 1 as well. Don't let your guides are also saying, don't let your ego keep you stuck. Your ego wants you to stay in a loop, repeating the same cycle over and over again. That's what feels comfortable and safe. That's not what's going to help you with evolving. If you'd like to connect with me on a deeper level, I'll leave my website down below, earthcrystalsconamor.com. Also on the description box, you can read more about my offerings. In the month of May, I have 2 options to connect with you guys in person in Malibu, May 26th, and May 23rd under the full moon. I'm going to be doing a crystal grid in a circle distant, supporting you in your journey. So if you're interested, you can read more information and purchase a ticket there. I appreciate you and thank you for the energy exchange. Last message is healing from your past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Receiving from angels. And look, you got the angel. Can't make this up. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. And last but not least, rising above, I see only beauty and grace. With the lotus flower, the lotus energy. You're not lost. Stop questioning where you're going. Stop thinking that other people can live for you. You're ready for more. Un día a la vez, one day at a time. Thank you, my loves, for the energy exchange. Blessings. Last but not least, my magical hummingbird with multiple crystals. This is from my all of the crystals that I put today were from my personal collection, but this is one of my favorites. I save it so well because it's so delicate. I have a channeled message that I also channeled for you guys, which I'll read at the end of the reading. I have some pre-shuffled cards for you. If I get called to shuffle more cards, I definitely will. Option 3, you're my old soul energy. I keep connecting with that right away. I feel like you are going through a very deep transformative phase in your life right now, and your inner child, as I like at the time, it was 333. Your inner child wants you to honor this phase of life, to remember that the past cannot define you, to remind you that everything that's happened has been to free you from fears, from beliefs, from stories. Many of you, I feel like maybe you're going to start getting called to doing past life healing. You've been doing past life healing. You're ready to break that cycle. You are breaking that cycle. Be soft with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Don't run from your reality, I'm hearing. Sit with it. Honor it. So it can no longer hold you back. You might be questioning yourself a lot lately because certain things are just not happening how you thought they would happen. And that's okay. It's valid. There's a car that's like racing in the background. Maybe you've been trying to race as well because you're just thinking like, I didn't get a chance to live. But you're living now. Inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. ¿Qué necesita tu corazón? What does your heart need? It needs patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. It can't all happen overnight. The little mushrooms coming up. The little fairies. Maybe you connect with fairies. Fairies love to play with our inner child. The void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. The womb, our sacral chakra, is where we carry energy from this life and past lives. So I wouldn't doubt it. Ooh, it's getting a little chilly. Let me put on my sweater. There's a change in the weather for you. Things are spicing up. Things are happening for you, not to you, I'm hearing. Celebrate your joy. Celebrate who you've become. I was just saying at the beginning of the video, talking about the 2 events that I have that I'm offering in the month of May to connect with the flower moon, also known as the mother's moon, is very connected with the sacral chakra, which I'll leave my website down below, earthcrystalsconamor.com, if you'd like to connect a little bit deeper, if you want to read more about it as well. And that might be something that helps you. I'm offering an option distant or in person. And if that's not for you right now, not the right timing, that's okay. You're hearing this for a reason. Look at the steps here in the background. Like, don't be scared to take the next step, to get you to the next step. There is no rush. I don't have the key. You don't have the key. But there's something that I feel like you are connecting with, that you've been carrying deep on a deeper level, whether it's from this lifetime or another lifetime. But it's something that I feel like you're carrying it with your lineage. Look at the 2 women here. What do we need to surrender to? Your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships to more effectively achieve your goals. Back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. With the snake. Snakes, they need to shed their energy. If not, they'll die. They need to give themselves permission to rebirth themselves. How are you trying to hold on to that old version of you? I'm hearing yes. What if it maybe you question a lot. What if I do this and this? The what if. But you won't know unless if you give yourself permission to try. It feels like a death and rebirth moment. And I feel like your inner child is saying, we need to give ourselves permission in this phase of our life. It's uncomfortable right now. There's a lot of things I feel like for option number 3, your inner child is just saying, you got to keep trusting. You might not want to hear that. And maybe you're upset and a bit of emotions have been coming up lately because you just want to understand more. And it's not like in a punishment way. I feel like your guides are saying, honestly, there isn't anything else to understand. You keep going. You keep flourishing in your own timing, at your own pace. Working through money beliefs, money fears. It's like an internal change is happening for you to accept this new version of you. You're almost there. Alrighty, these are from a water deck that I love to connect with. I don't bring it out often, but I wanted to come out for you. Awe and shine. May you be a lighthouse. And then awe. May you see the sublime in the everyday. El sol vuelve a salir. Why are you questioning so much who you're becoming? Why do you keep thinking that you're not living? I'm hearing. Cleanse yourself. You're needing to recharge. You're feeling overwhelmed. I feel like listen to your body. I keep seeing the spiral symbol, which is something deeper, getting pushed to get out of your comfort zone. Estás en tu tiempo. I feel like a deep message here for many of you from your inner child. Your inner child is wanting to be more your true self. Your inner child is wanting to get reassurance, like, we're not going to fail. And they're like, who are you going to fail for? Who do you think is going to fail? Why do you keep thinking you're going to fail? I feel like for some of you, your inner child in this chapter in your life maybe lately has been feeling triggered because people have been leaving. Life has been a bit slow. Things are not moving as fast as we thought. I'm going to shuffle another deck. What's next for you? What does your inner child want to guide you through next and support you with? Integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. Yeah, and it's okay if, there's sadness or you feel a bit sad of people living your life. Oh, I just noticed it's like a spiral here in the heart. It's all valid. But don't be scared of new people coming into your life. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. You know what energy that gave me? It's like the energy of when I tell people, don't worry, when you're doing your healing, it will impact your lineage. Hummingbirds have a very old soul energy. It's one of my specific spirit animals. I have a tattoo of a hummingbird. And it has a very special meaning for me because one of my ancestors that guides me with my magic, with my medicina, to connect with my community, she comes through a lot as the hummingbird. And she calls in ancestors a lot in my sessions. I have them when I do sessions in person. A lot of times, not in every session, but many times, it's like little hummingbirds come to the back. And it's that special touch of like that ancestor saying, you're not alone. So I feel like I'm sharing that for a reason. Your ancestors are proud of who you are becoming. And they want you to be more proud. For some of you, your inner child is starting to feel safe. You've learned how to make her feel safe by showing up different, by speaking up for yourself. For many of you, your voice has been and will continue to be your biggest catalyst of change, of transformation for yourself and for others. Do people like that? No. Cooperation in your quest to manifest the energy of love. You realize that every person and experience has value. You keep doing that for you. I keep tasting dessert, kind of like cake or sweetness. Maybe your inner child loves sweets. Maybe you weren't allowed. So get some dessert for that inner child of yours and celebrate that version of you. I'm proud of you for showing up. And maybe the journey lately has been feeling a bit lost. You've been feeling a bit lost. Maybe in the journey lately you've been feeling a bit lonely. Te arrepientes del pasado. Estás en el pasado mucho. Tienes que estar aquí en el momento presente. Abre tu corazón. Y sigue queriendo como tú quieres, amando como tú amas. No cambies por otras personas. En la etapa de tu vida donde estás ahorita, aquí tienes que estar. Y este dolor que estás sintiendo, lo tienes que sentir. Así que sigue adelante. Y las personas que se fueron, pues que les vaya bien. En esta vida, no viniste a esperar a otros. Ya lo has hecho suficiente. Así que cómprate ese boleto de ida y déjate ir. I definitely feel like an ancestor stepped in. I definitely feel like an ancestor stepped in. I don't remember what I just channeled, so when I edit the video, I will translate it on the screen. You're not alone. And I'm getting emotional because sometimes we might doubt our childhood and our trauma and why our inner child went through what he or she or however you identify went through. But know that it's your story to tell and it's not too late. Before I end, I want to read your channeled message. I love you, and I hope that you tell yourself more that you love yourself as well. Option number 3, my hummingbird. Free yourself. Get out of your own way. Stop apologizing for being you. Upgrade. You're going through an upgrade, a transformation, an awakening, and most likely lately you've been feeling tired, out of energy, overwhelmed. You're getting upgraded, baby. Heal in your own timing. I didn't write the long word mushrooms, but that's a medicine, very sacred. I don't just tell people to go and do it. I do believe that it's something that we have to prepare for, that we have to be ready. And if you do have a maestra, a healer that guides you through it, make sure that it's someone that you trust, that can support you before your journey and as well after, because a lot will come up. So if that resonates, please take it. I will leave my website down below. Thank you for the energy exchange. I appreciate you guys. Happy late Mother's Day if you are a mama. And until next time, blessings.